This video is for educational purposes. Tbilisi, in some languages still known by its pre-1936 name Tiflis, is the capital and largest city of Georgia, lying on the banks of the Kara River with a population of around 1.2 million people. Tbilisi was founded in the 5th century AD by Vakhtang I of Iberia, and since then has served as the capital of various Georgian kingdoms and republics. Between 1801 and 1917, then part of the Russian Empire, Tiflis was the seat of the Caucasus Viceroyalty, governing both the northern and the southern parts of the Caucasus. Because of its location at the crossroads between Europe and Asia, and its proximity to the lucrative Silk Road, throughout history, Tbilisi has been a point of contention among various global powers. To this day, the city's location ensures its position as an important transit route for energy and trade projects. Tbilisi's history is reflected in its architecture, which is a mix of medieval, neoclassical, Beaux-Arts, Art Nouveau, Stalinist, and modern structures. Subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Historically, Tbilisi has been home to people of multiple cultural, ethnic, and religious backgrounds, though its population is overwhelmingly Eastern Orthodox Christian. Notable tourist destinations include Cathedrals Samiba and Sioni, Freedom Square, Rustaveli Avenue and Agmashanebeli Avenue, medieval Narikala Fortress, the Pseudo-Moorish Opera Theatre, and the Georgian National Museum. The climate in Tbilisi mostly ranges from 20 to 32 degrees Celsius, 68 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, in summer and -1 to 7 degrees Celsius, 30 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit, in winter. The name Tbilisi derives from Old Georgian Tbilisi and further from Tbilisi. The name Tbilisi, the place of warmth, was therefore given to the city because of the area's numerous sulfuric hot springs. Until 1936, the name of the city in English and most other languages followed the Persian pronunciation Tiflis, while the Georgian name was Tbilisi. On August 17, 1936, by order of the Soviet leadership, the official Russian names of various cities were changed to more closely match the local language. In addition, the Georgian language form Tbilisi was modernized on the basis of a proposal by Georgian linguists. The ancient Georgian component, Pili, warm, was replaced by the newer, Tbilisi. That form was the basis for the new official Russian name, Tbilisi. Most other languages have subsequently adopted the new name form, but some languages, such as Turkish, Persian, Greek, Spanish, and German, have retained a variation of Tiflis. On September 20, 2006, the Georgian parliament held a ceremony celebrating the 70th anniversary of the renaming. Some of the traditional names of Tbilisi in other languages of the region have different roots. The Ossetian name Kalak derives from the Georgian word Kalaki, meaning simply city. Chechen and English names for the city use a form similar to or the same as their names for the country of Georgia, Gurzh, as does the historical Kabardian name, Kurja Kwrd, while Abkhaz, Kart, is from the Mingrelian, Kardi. Archaeologists discovered evidence of continuous habitation of the Tbilisi suburb of Digomi since the early Bronze Age, and stone artifacts dating to the Paleolithic Age. During the Late Bronze Age to Early Iron Age, it was the largest settlement in the Caucasus. According to legend, the present-day territory of Tbilisi was covered by forests as late as 458. One widely accepted variant of the Tbilisi foundation myth states that King Vakhtang I of Iberia, 447–49 to 502–22, went hunting in the heavily wooded region with a falcon. Sometimes the falcon is replaced with either a hawk or other small birds of prey in the legend. The king's falcon allegedly caught or injured a pheasant during the hunt, after which both birds fell into a nearby hot spring and died from burns. King Vakhtang became so impressed with the hot springs that he decided to clear the forest and build a city on the location. King Dachi of Iberia, 522 to 534, the successor of Vakhtang I, moved the capital of Iberia from Skida to Tbilisi and began construction of the fortress wall that lined the city's new boundaries. From the 6th century, Tbilisi grew at a steady pace due to the region's strategic location along with important trade and travel routes between Europe and Asia. Tbilisi's favorable trade location, however, did not necessarily bode well for its survival. Located strategically in the heart of the Caucasus between Europe and Asia, Tbilisi became an object of rivalry among the region's various powers such as the Roman Empire, Parthia, Sassanid Persia, Muslim Arabs, the Byzantine Empire, and the Seljuk Turks. The cultural development of the city was somewhat dependent on who ruled the city at various times, although Tbilisi was fairly cosmopolitan. From 570 to 580, The Persians ruled the city until 627, when Tbilisi was sacked by the Byzantine Khazar armies, and later, in 736 to 738, Arab armies entered the town under Marwan II. After this point, the Arabs established an emirate centered in Tbilisi. Arabic dirhams were brought to Georgia following the Arab conquest in the 7th century, and a mint was founded in Tbilisi that produced coins with inscriptions in both Arabic and Georgian. In 764, Tbilisi, still under Arab control, was once again sacked by the Khazars. In 853, the armies of Arab leader Buga al-Turki invaded Tbilisi in order to enforce its return to Abbasid allegiance. The Arab domination of Tbilisi continued until about 1050. In 1065, the Seljuk Sultan Alp Arslan campaigned against the Kingdom of Georgia, subjugated Tbilisi, and built a mosque in the city. In 1121, after heavy fighting with the Seljuks, the troops of King David IV of Georgia besieged Tbilisi, which ended in 1122, and as a result, David moved his residence from Kutaisi to Tbilisi, making it the capital of a unified Georgian state, thus inaugurating the Georgian Golden Age. From the 12th, 13th centuries, Tbilisi became a regional power with a thriving economy and astonishing cultural output. By the end of the 12th century, the population of Tbilisi had reached 100,000. The city also became an important literary and cultural center, not only for Georgia, but also for the Eastern Orthodox world of the time. During Queen Tamar's reign, Shota Rustaveli worked in Tbilisi while writing his legendary epic poem, The Knight in the Panther's Skin. This period is often referred to as Georgia's Golden Age or the Georgian Renaissance. Tbilisi's Golden Age did not last for more than a century. In 1226, Tbilisi was captured by the Khwarezmian Empire under Shah Jalal al-Din, leaving its defenses severely devastated and prone to further attacks by Mongol armies. In 1236, after suffering crushing Mongol defeats, Georgia submitted to Mongol domination. The nation itself maintained a form of semi-independence and did not lose its statehood, but Tbilisi would be strongly influenced by the Mongols for the next century, both politically and culturally. In the 1320s, the Mongols retreated from Georgia, and Tbilisi became the capital of an independent Georgian state, once again. However, an outbreak of the Black Death struck the city in 1366. Between the late 14th century and the late 18th century, Tbilisi would again be under the rule of various foreign powers. On several occasions, the city would even be completely burned and razed to the ground. In 1386, Tbilisi was invaded and sacked several times by the armies of Tamerlane. In 1440, the city was invaded and destroyed by Jahan Shah, the Shah of the town of Tabriz, Persia. From 1477 to 1478, the city was held by the Ak Koyunlu tribesmen of Uzun Hasan. As early as the 1510s, Tbilisi, and the kingdoms of Kartli and Kakheti, were made vassal territories of Safavid Iran. In 1522, Tbilisi was garrisoned for the first time by a large Safavid force. Following the death of King Shah Ismail I, 1501 to 1524, King David X of Kartli expelled the Iranians. During this period, many parts of Tbilisi were reconstructed and rebuilt. The four campaigns of the King Tahmasp I of 1524 to 1576 resulted in the reoccupation of Kartli and Kakheti, and a Safavid force was permanently stationed in Tbilisi from 1551 onwards. With the 1555 Treaty of Amasya, and more firmly from 1614 to 1747, with brief intermissions, Tbilisi was an important city under Iranian rule, and it functioned as a seat of the Iranian vassal kings of Kartli whom the Shah conferred with the title of Vali. In 1718, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click to notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. See you in the next one.